A very good morning to my dear student. As we are doing the chapter number 10, we have covered the circulatory system, in which we studied about the human heart, the blood vessels, the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. Then we discussed about the blood, which was a red colored fluid present inside the body. Then we studied about the circulation system of the blood, how the blood is being transported in a body. Then we studied a very important organ system in our body, that was the excretion system, which was removing the waste products from our body. We studied about the excretory system in our body. Today we will study, apart from kidneys, other organs of excretion in human beings are lungs. They remove the carbon dioxide and the waste produced during the process of respiration. Skin. It removes urea, salt and excess water through the sweat glands present in the skin. Then large intestine. Large intestine removes the solid waste, as we have studied in the chapter number 2. Then we have the liver. It removes the excess sugar by converting it into glycogen. Sweating. Beside kidney, our skin also helps in eliminating the waste. Skin helps to remove the urea, salt and excessive water in the form of the sweat. Sweating production is a watery fluid from the sweat glands in the skin and helps to regulate a body temperature. Then we come to an artificial process of cleaning the waste products from a body, that is known as the dialysis, which perform the same function which the kidneys and the excretory system is performing in a body. Suppose in any human being whose kidneys is not functioning properly, then he is placed on a dialysis machine so that the waste from its body can be taken off. The waste products start accumulating in the body, as we know. Unless the waste products are removed, the life of a person may be in danger. The blood needs to be filtered periodically. This is done by means of an artificial kidney or a dialysis machine. Dialysis is a method of separating the toxic substances from the blood when the kidneys are unable to do so. The functioning of an artificial kidney you can see in a diagram shown here. Here the impure blood is passing, which is removing the waste product through a dialysis solution, and again the waste after being removed, the pure blood is pumped back into the human body through this dialysis machine. We come to the next topic, how the transport of the substances is being carried out in plants. We have studied the transport system in animal, which was a circulatory system. Now we will study the transport system of the plant. We know that plant absorb water and minerals from the soil through the roots. These are transported to the leaves for the preparation of the food by the process known as the photosynthesis. The food synthesized or prepared in the leaves is then carried to all the parts of the plant. The movement of water and minerals from the soil through the roots into the plant body, and the movement of the food prepared in the leaves to the other plants of the plants. Plants do not have blood to carry the substances. In such a situation, how does the transport is being carried out? Now we will study the transport of water and minerals being carried out in plants. A large number of root hairs are present on the roots. The root hair increase the surface area of the root for observing the water and minerals dissolved in water. The root hair observe the water present in between the soil particles. From the root hair, water along with the minerals enter the root, and from the root it moves upward towards the stem and the leaves. This upward movement of water and minerals takes place through a pipe-like structures or channels present throughout the plant. These pipe-like structures or channels are made up of special cells called the xylem element. Xylem is a vascular tissue for the transport of the water and minerals in the plant. So basically the transport of water and minerals is being carried out by xylem. And what is xylem? It is a vascular tissue. In plants, two types of vascular tissues are present. First is xylem and second is phloem. Xylem transports the water and minerals and phloem transports the food. The xylem forms a continuous channel that connects roots to the leaves through the stem and branches. So in this manner, water and minerals are carried to the entire plant. Now we will study the transport of food, how the food is being transported. The vascular tissue that transports the food is known as phloem. Phloem is present along with the xylem inside the plant body. Xylem and phloem together form the vascular tissue. Now next we come to transpiration. We know that plants absorb water and minerals, nutrients from the soil. The water taken up through the root system is much more than that what is required by the plant for its various activities like photosynthesis and growth. The excessive water is given out by the plants in vapor form to the atmosphere through the leaves. The process by which the plant lose water in vapor form from the leaves is called as transpiration. Leaves contain tiny pores called stomata on their lower side. It is through these stomata that loss of water takes place by the process known as transpiration. So what is transpiration? By which plant lose water in vapor form from their leaves is called as transpiration. Now the next question comes to our mind, how does the water move up? The evaporation of water from the leaves produces a suction pull, which is pulling the water upward to great height in the tall trees. This pulling up of water by suction force by transpiration can be compared to the suction of water or cold drink by a mouth through a straw. It is similar to the suction pull developed by a mouth that pulls the liquid up. Next we come to the advantages of transpiration. It helps in the transport of water and minerals from the soil to the leaves. It produces a cooling effect which protects the delicate cell from the hot sun to be burned. It provides rigidity to the plant body. That's why the plant bodies are mostly rigid in form, which is being performed by